Well, hello everybody. I hope you're all keeping well. I have now passed 100 subs, so it's time I did a shout out to some other small channels. So here we go. The first shout out is to @Grow Joyfully Homestead. The lovely Sherry. She's all about gardening, baking, cooking, homesteading, preparation and family. She's in Grow Zone 6A and she shares a lot about her garden, and she's been doing a lot of recipes lately using sourdough discard. There's some really good recipes there, so do check that out. It's nice to see her daily life on her 2-acre homestead. The next shout out is to Almost Off-Grid Grandma. This is the lovely Krista. She's a grandma living almost off-grid and sharing her journey of faith, sustainable and resourceful living. Inspired by her grandparents' love of gardening, she lives in East Canada and promotes a life of simplicity, creativity and self-sufficiency, almost off-grid. She also discusses living with disabilities. She has an Almost Off-Grid with Krista podcast, and this is really good to tune into because she's always got ideas for helping other small content creators grow their channel organically, naturally, rather than hiring an SEO. So their channels are truly authentic. My third shout out goes to @Robbie Adventures on a Mobility Scooter. Robbie, Sarah, Kirsty and Luke's adventures, travelling around the UK, visiting lots of attractions with some drone shots in there as well. Videos include Old Blackpool Police Station and Courts demolition, which has been happening recently, and Britain's Got Talent, or BGT, at Blackpool Winter Gardens, which is a televised talent show, if you like, with the likes of Simon Cowell. I mean, I'm not really into BGT or television, but nevertheless, it's good to goggle at anyway and see who's queuing up for auditions. There's some good content on there anyway, so do take a look. The next shout out goes to mine and Dan's channel, Electric Witch Official. We could do with some more subs. We have very few indeed, despite promoting it. So if you can and you like our music, which is, I suppose, quirky alternative folk, do please sub and like, share, and that would be most appreciated. In 2010 we made an album. It's the only album we made. We made it with Aaron Friedman, the well-known producer, and he'd never worked with a couple of folkies before who somehow managed to do an album in record time, 5 days. We just got on with it. It was a complete revelation to him. The album Crystal Sky was actually quite prophetic. Some of the titles include Microchip Man, which is all about surveillance and control and perhaps being chipped, and Crystal Sky, which is about going into the 5th dimension, and the 5th Sun, which is about how we get to the 5th dimension, the awakening, if you like. Of course, back then there was a whole 2012 controversy, but we just wrote what came through to us, rather than focusing on any so-called conspiracy theory, or I suppose any thought or belief pattern of the day. And you might still be able to buy that album. I think it's somewhere still on iTunes. You could Google for it anyway. And we have some copies here as well. So if you're interested in a CD copy signed, then do please get in touch. The next shout out is to Mrs. Y. Moore. Now this is my lovely friend and creative collaborator, Yvonne Moore. Yvonne and I have known each other probably for the best part of 20 years now. She is up in Dumfries and Galloway, and she had a channel in the past. She doesn't have any content on this new channel at the moment, but she lost her login and other details, which is what happened to my old channel as well. So she decided to start a new channel. But she has a very busy life with 3 lads and 2 cute dogs, and hasn't had an opportunity yet to do any content. This channel that she has now is only a few months old. So please, anyway, do subscribe and show her some love, and let's encourage her to make some content. Probably when she's doing craft fairs for us this coming season, she will put something on her channel and do a little catch-up video, what's going on in her craft shed and with our joint collaborations as well. The next shout out is to Spirit in the Sky. Her channel is about various news items happening in the United States, I think primarily, but elsewhere as well, and which might be of interest to the awake and freedom communities. So if you resonate with that, please do give her a sub. The final shout out is to Charisse. She doesn't have any content, but she does have playlists on her channel, including baking and sweets, tennis and sports, music and beer making. My Dan in particular is interested in beer making. He made some nettle beer on one occasion. I'm going back to about 2012. There was a group of us going camping down in Cornwall, and he decided to bring some of his home brew. It had turned out more like cider, but it was potent enough and did the trick. Our fellow campers were all very happy, those who tried it. And then finally, I'm also going to give my Rumble channel a mention. My Rumble channel, I will put it on the screen and in the description, is Cat Evans Artist. I wanted to change it to Cat Evans Live, but I would have to delete it and then start it again, which is rather a lot of work, so I will just keep it. But there's a variety of content on there, both stuff I've deleted from YouTube and also stuff that is here on this YouTube channel and also on my Cat Evans Cuisine YouTube channel. So if you use Rumble, please do give me a sub or a follow, however you like to call it. I'll be really, really grateful. And that this time is my list of shout outs, and in a wee while when I've got some more subscribers, I will come back to you with some more shout outs. So don't worry if you've not been mentioned yet, because you will sooner or later. But in the meantime, I want to thank each and every one of you for your continued support, whether you are new to my channel or whether you've been sub to me for a while. It's all greatly appreciated. So thanks so much, and I'll see you again soon, and take care. Bye for now.